You don't have to get down on the floor to get in a great core strength workout. I'll show you exercises that can be done from a seated position or standing. You can choose to use one weight for the exercises or your own body's resistance, whatever's right for you. If you're choosing to use a weight, lift it at your heart, elbows down, chest up, shoulders back and down, and we'll begin with a gentle rotation to the right, back to the left, to the right, and when you come to the left, lift your left knee. Again, right, left, right, and knee. Another option, if you would choose, rather than lifting your knee, lift your heel. So you choose the range of motion that's right for you. Now, as we rotate, we're working on a safe range of motion for our individual spines. Keep your chest up. Good. Turn your heart to the right and then back to the left. Let's just do a couple more. Last time. Excellent. Our next exercise, if you're using a weight, bring it to your right hand. Make sure you're sitting forward in your chair. Your left hand can be down by your side or on your hip. Chest is up, shoulders back and down, and we're going to lean to the side, bringing our shoulder towards our hip and pull back on the left back to center. So we'll go 3, 2, 1, up tall. Think about bringing the bottom of your rib cage to the top of your hip. Good. So it's not so much about the lean. I want you to connect your rib cage towards your hip and then lengthen. Again, find a safe range of motion for your spine. Bigger is not necessarily better. Just a couple more. Take a nice deep breath and then let it go. Excellent. Our next exercise, the weight comes back to our heart or hands at your heart, whatever makes sense for you. We'll bring our right knee towards our chest and we'll round our shoulders over towards our knee and then come back up nice and tall. So round your spine like the letter C and come back up nice and tall. From the side, I'm bringing my shoulders forward and then I'm lengthening my spine. Again, your option, perhaps just lift your heel and come back up nice and tall. Exhale, inhale, lengthen, relax your shoulders. I like this one. Let's just do 2 more. And last one. All right, we return with our chest up, shoulders back and down. You can bring your weight and put it on your right thigh. Our next exercise, your hand can start at your shoulder. Bring your right heel out in front. I lift a long leg and I reach towards wherever I can reach. And then I lift my arm wherever it's appropriate for my shoulder. Chest stays up nice and tall. I want to engage more of our lower abdominals. So it's not about flexion. I want you to keep a nice tall spine. Touch and release. Does not have to be a big movement. It can be a small movement and still be very effective. You can take the weight off your leg and just use the weight of your leg. Lots of ways to change the exercise, not only to make it appropriate for where we are today, but just to challenge our strength in different ways. All right, let's just do one more. Perfect. And go ahead and bring your left arm down, bring your right leg in. Our next exercise, we'll bring our weight out in front just a little bit more, and we'll rotate to the right. I'm bringing my right elbow in towards my rib cage. I'm coming up nice and tall. I'm turning to the left, bringing my left elbow to my rib cage, up nice and tall. So it's a slight rotation at an angle, coming back up tall, rotation at an angle, and up nice and tall. If you feel comfortable, you might lean back just a little bit more. Make sure that you keep your feet planted on the floor. Don't let your feet pop up. If your feet are lifting, don't lean back quite as far. That's perfect. So a little rotation, chest up tall. How about we do one more on each side? I like this exercise. Elbows going towards my hip. And last one. Excellent. We just have the other side to do. So let's keep the weight at our heart, and this time we'll rotate over to the left. Here we go. Left, right, left, knee lift. Remember your option to lift your right heel. Turn your heart to the left, then over to the right. Now I said, think about staying within 80% of your maximum range of motion. But as we've warmed up our torso and our muscles, that maximum range of motion might have changed. So if you're moving a little bit bigger on this second time through, that would be totally appropriate as long as you feel great through your spine. Let's just do 2 more. And this will be the last one. Good. Come back to center. Bring the weight into your left hand. Right hand's down by your side or on your hip, whatever's right for you. We'll bring shoulder to hip and back up. Again, I'm thinking about connecting the bottom of my rib cage to the top of my hip. Shorten, 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 lengthen. Beautiful. Connect your breath with the movement. A nice breath here, and then the opposite direction as you come back up nice and tall. Now I want you to think, this hand is pulling you back up. There's a reason your hand is free to the right side. It's adding a counter resistance to pull. Excellent. Just one more. Nice. Bring the weight back to your heart. We'll lift our left knee and round our shoulder towards our knee, and then release. A little bit of roundness through your spine, and then be sure to lengthen. You can also lift your heel. Now I think about bringing my elbows in towards my rib cage, and then I'm lifting the weight back in front. Sometimes as we get doing the exercises, you might have a little bit more tension in your shoulders, so take a moment to think about that. Relax your shoulders back and down. Make sure you draw your belly button into your spine. That bracing helps to support our low back, keep our muscles safe while we're working to make them strong. Last 2. And last 1. Good. Our final exercise, the weight comes down on your left leg. Your right hand can be out in front. I'm going to lengthen my left leg, lift, touch or not, and then your right arm, it can come up as high as your shoulder feels comfortable. Lift. Now I want you to think, open your heart, and then reach across. My chest stays up nice and tall. Feel free to shorten this range of motion. There's quite a bit of work, not only through our core, but you might be feeling this through your hip flexor muscles and your quadricep. So we want to be careful not to do too many. More is not better. Make the 8 to 10 that we do the best. And you're always welcome to use the weight of your leg. If it's too much, just finish, put the weight down, use the weight of your leg. All right, how about one more? Nice deep breath. Excellent. Go ahead and bring your arm down, bring your foot in. Nice job. Lift your heart, roll your shoulders back and down. You can do this same routine standing. It doesn't make it harder, it's just different. And you can alternate between the options to find what's just right for you to build core strength. You'll see great results in no time.